You're listening to Inklings of Insight.
I have noticed, or I have seen, that a unit or department or whatever tends to take on the personality of that leader. But if the leader, for me, being in or having been in law enforcement, it's a very top-down organization, and I was always that real serious person. And as I've gotten older, I realized that my leadership style needed to actually change. And so now, because I feel like because of what I do and my team members do is so serious and be so life-threatening, that we have to have as many light moments as possible. So I am more laid back. I am more personable. I joke around where I never used to joke. I mean, at work, it was like I was a policy and procedure person. But now I've learned that I don't have to be that way. And now my team members, they are more relaxed because I'm relaxed and I'm creating a non-threatening type of environment. And there's still sometimes I have a team member that's new and they don't feel like they can speak their mind and tell me how they feel. They can disagree with me, and a lot of them are just not used to being able to do that in law enforcement or outside of law enforcement. They look at the boss like you do as the boss tells you to do. So I have found that my organization or my area tends to take on my personality, where I see them joking more. I see them having more laid back type of approach, whereas before, when I was very strict and top down, everyone just came into work, did their job. It was more of a transactional instead of a transformational type of environment. They came into work, they did their job, and they got paid, and then they went home. I've done it wrong. I have definitely done it wrong to where I know how to do it right now, and that just comes with just time, and I hate that it took me so long, because I was a hard line leader. I mean, I was hard. I didn't have feelings, but now for a meeting with a team member, we don't tend to talk about the business first. I talk about, hey, what's going on right with your son? I know he's a pilot. He just moved to Dallas. So how's that going with him? So we talk about personal things first. And I have a genuine interest in their personal lives and what's going on, because I have found that oftentimes employees act out for me or us as leaders because there's something else going on in your life. And you are just focused right now. But if you get to know them, you'll get to know what's going on. You'll get to know who's got cancer and whose son is in jail and all those types of things. And that helps me to be able to work closer with my team.
That what's going on in people's lives affects their work. So if your domain is only transactional, right, and you don't know what's going on in their life, how could you possibly conceivably communicate with them through a lens that's going to really impact their work, right? Because you can't get to the root cause of what's happening in their life, right? Because you don't know, because you only deal with them on a transactional basis, right? So if that wall is always there, you'll never get to the root cause, right? And it'll be like a blind spot. Thank you for listening to Inklings of Insight.